Last week
right,
on
kids.
Blue Heelers.
To me. Come on, it's okay. Come here. Come here.
Liana! Corey! Inside
Stand
now!
away from the house, thanks, sir.
Sorry! Liana!
Hey, put the boy down! Put the boy down!
Stay back.
Hey, come on! Stay back! My children!
The children have actually been staying with Barry, and you put them in his care yourself. Yeah, for a little while. Well, then you gave us false information when you said that he'd taken the children.
That doesn't give him the right to just keep them.
I didn't think she was coming back. Then, suddenly she turns up and she asks for the kids back.
Corey, Liana, Mummy's going to get you and take you home, I promise.
Okay, they've got a home.
Hi, Dad.
Maddie, how are you?
Good. We're moving to Perth.
Rachel's taking the kids to Perth. Well, maybe it's the job that's caused all these problems in the first place.
It's easy to blame the job. We all do that from
Because
time to
if
time.
I hadn't been in the job, working as a detective, doing overtime every single night, maybe I would have been able to spend more time with my wife and my family.
None of us can go back in time, Ben. However
And maybe
much
she
we'd
wouldn't have
like
jumped
to.
into bed with somebody else, and maybe my marriage wouldn't have ended up on the rocks.
Let's say a week's leave. That should
And maybe, just maybe, I would still be living with my kids.
I don't want him on my property.
Mr. Lancer, this is in regards to another matter. I have a warrant to search your premises for some stolen bags of cement.
You're kidding, aren't you? And if you and her think you can get my kids away from me by framing me, you've got another thing coming. Because I will fight this all the way. Understand that? All the way.
Emma Stewart, you are my darling daughter, and you can stay with me for as long as you like.
Rachel!
Let her go now. What kind of mother have you?
All right, calm down.
Who is the adulterer here, taking other men to bed while the kids were still in kinder? You'll find out the hard way, mate, in your own time. You'll apologise. I will not. Unreliable, unfit parent. I'm never at home. I don't meet my financial commitments, and apparently I drink too much.
This is all on the affidavit?
Yep, she's hit me with a lot.
Shame photo.
Yeah, looks like it.
Got a lawyer?
Mr. Lancer, we were wondering if we could have a quick word.
What is it?
We'd like to talk about an alleged assault that occurred this morning.
He's been in court all morning.
I didn't assault anyone.
All right, we can talk about that down the station.
Barry, don't resist.
It's all right, Ben, we can handle it. You're under arrest.
You finally got what you wanted. You got me in here last time and you couldn't get me then, but now you nailed me, haven't you?
If you're referring to the custody matter, it's got nothing at all to do with us.
I am referring to the custody matter. You cops never take sides, do you?
Mr. Lancer. You wish to say something?
Yeah, I do, Your Honour. I'd like to know how I'm meant to get justice when the whole system is stacked against me.
Well, I think that's a political point rather than a legal one, Mr. Lancer. May we proceed now?
Yeah, we can proceed. Maybe I can get some justice with this. Shut up, Gail.
Mr. Lancer.
You shut up too. Right, I'm in charge now. Anybody moves and we all die. I am serious. I said, don't move. Take off your gun now.
I'm not wearing a gun. They're not allowed
Shut
to wear
up!
guns.
Right? You, show me.
Barry, is this really a
No.
good idea? Mate, I am just trying,
Yeah, and I'm
trying
telling
to
you
talk
to
to you
shut up,
calmly.
because when anybody talks, they lie. Right, you, show me. Okay, sit. You, down there with the others, move. Move!
Barry, this really isn't a good idea, mate. Not if you ever want to see your kids again.
What, and you think she's going to give me my kids?
I don't know. There's always a chance.
Yeah, there is for you because you're a cop, but this is my best chance. My court is now in session. I call Gail Watson to the stand.
Somebody help me.
Just stay where you are.
Hey, denied, overruled, and shut up. Gail, up here now.
Barry, why are you doing this?
Because I was brought up to believe in justice, and I haven't seen any anywhere. There's no justice here. There's no justice in the police station. There's no justice anywhere. So this is me just bringing a little bit of justice to you.
Okay. Oh, what's the problem at the police station?
As if you'd need to ask.
We can't help you if you won't talk to us.
Help me? Oh, well, that's a joke. You blame me. An assault happens, you blame me. A theft happens, you blame me. Everybody is blaming Barry, and you're all on their side. You're on his side and her side. Who here is on my side? Who's on my side?
Barry, listen, if you've got a complaint, we can investigate it.
Shut up. I'm talking to her, not you.
Senior Constable Stewart is right, though.
Oh, sure. Suddenly everything's going to be all right, is it?
We're not on anyone's side, Barry.
Hey, I was set up by him because of her, because I want to keep my kids. What's the use? I should just finish it.
Barry, I thought what you wanted was justice.
Yeah, but I'm not going to get any, am I? Because I have a criminal record, therefore I must be a bad father.
Listen, this assault, it happened a couple of hours ago. Give us a chance to investigate it.
Too late.
No, it's not too late. We can do it right now.
How?
Let her go. She can do it.
Ben?
Joe, just do this.
It's a trick.
No, it's not a trick. She will check it out right now.
I will. I'll get to the bottom of the whole thing. I give you my word on that. I wouldn't lie.
Cops have lied to me before.
I don't think you want justice, Barry. I think what you want, mate, is revenge.
I want justice.
So you keep saying, mate, then let us help you to get it.
If you're innocent, we'll find that out. It seems to me you've got nothing to lose.
You can go. But you better find the truth. And you are responsible for everybody here.
All right? Just gonna walk out slowly.
1 hour. Otherwise, everybody here dies.
Thank you, bye-bye. There's a cow in the cemetery.
It's dead?
No.
Traffic hazard?
No.
Sounds like a ranger job to me.
Yes, so why don't you give him a call, Sergeant?
It's Barry Lancer.
I've notified D24 and the inspector where to do nothing but to contain and cordon the area, try and establish contact with Barry and keep him talking until the soldiers and negotiators arrive.
Boss, I said I'd help him.
The best way you can do that is to ensure that everybody gets out of that building alive.
Now, are you sure he doesn't have any other weapons?
I didn't see any, but who knows? Look, Ben and I made a deal with him, said we'd reinvestigate his assault charge.
Good for you. Got you out and alerted us.
But boss, I really...
Parish, we contain the building first, then we'll see. Come on, let's go.
Right. Let's have a little bit of truth for a change. I call Gail Watson to the stand.
Don't be an idiot, Barry.
Hold your horses, Don. Your turn is coming. I'm actually quite looking forward to that. Gail, in the box.
It's okay, Gail. Just do as he says.
No.
Let her go, Mr. Watson.
It's all right. You'll be right.
What do you want me to say?
I want you to tell the truth, Gail. Do you know what that is? It means you cannot lie. Understand? Okay. Let's start with your drinking.
Mr. Lancer, this is Senior Sergeant Tom Cruise of the Mount Thomas Police. Can we talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
You can't hear you, mate.
I don't care.
Barry, if you want to get anything out of this, here's the bloke you're going to have to speak to, because we can't do anything from in here.
Well, I'll tell him what I want then. You, big guy, down here on the floor. Now, move it. Shift, shift, shift. You go in front of me. Yep. Hey, don't even think about it. Open the door. Everybody stay right here. Go.
It's sensible, Barry. Come out now and we can sort this out.
Okay, this as far as I'm coming.
Is everybody all right in there?
Yep.
Let Senior Constable Stewart answer, please.
Everybody's okay, boss.
Good. So if you stop this now, no real harm's done.
Nobody's coming out until I get what I want.
What do you want?
A fair hearing.
You'll get one, I promise.
Haven't had one so far.
Your best chance of getting one is to give yourself up now.
Right, I don't think so. I think this is my best chance.
But why don't you tell me exactly what you want, and I might be able to help you?
There, you see, this is my best chance because all of a sudden, suddenly people are listening to my side.
We're already looking into the alleged assault on Don Watson.
Okay, that's good, but you'd better do it a bit quicker.
Or what?
Everyone in here dies. 50 minutes!
Barry! We're going to have to give him something.
But we could tell him we're dropping the assault charge.
No, he's not going to respond if he thinks we're having him on.
I think he might have a point, though.
Which he's making by holding a whole courtroom full of people hostage.
Yeah, but what sent him over the edge? It was Don Watson setting him up with the cement.
We suspect.
If we could prove the assault was a put-up job, it might help get Barry back on side and under control.
And we're going to do this all in 50 minutes.
Well, it's better than standing around here doing nothing.
What if he comes out using hostages?
It's the only option we've got. Otherwise, everyone in there is dead.
I sincerely hope you're wrong, Constable. All right, Dawn, see what you can do. Thomas 260 to BKC. Can you give me an ETA on the backup from St David's?
Go on. Tell everybody here how sometimes you couldn't even get up in the mornings to make the children breakfast because you were too drunk.
Please,
Yeah,
Bess.
and what about the nights that you didn't even come home at all? Do you want to tell everybody here where you were those nights, Gail?
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
Barry,
Shove
go
it,
easy,
Papa.
mate.
Everybody's sorry, Gail. Everybody here is real sorry, but sorry's not quite going to fix things up, is it? We're going to need something a little better than that.
What do you want?
I want you to tell everybody here that you abandoned your children and then lied to the police to get them back off me.
Leave her alone!
You're the reason she's up here.
They're my grandchildren!
Yeah, they're my kids. Hey,
Barry!
Get out! What are
Barry!
you doing?
Listen,
What are you doing?
Barry,
What are you doing?
Just
Stand
take it
back!
easy.
Get
Barry.
down!
Okay, just stay calm. Barry, stay calm and keep very, very still. For God's sake, give us some time to try and solve your problem.
You reckon Watson was lying about the assault?
Why not? He's lied before.
Yeah, but how do you prove it?
We need another witness.
The receptionist at the motel. You saw Barry Lance arrive this morning at 8:15.
Yeah, while I was collecting the breakfast trays.
Did you speak to him at all?
Yeah, he asked me which room Mr. Watson was staying in.
Was he alone?
There were some kids with him, but they stayed in the car.
And he went straight to Mr. Watson's room.
Yeah.
Did you hear any fighting or arguing?
No, but I probably would have been back at the kitchen by then.
But you saw Barry drive off.
Speed off, yeah, like he was very angry.
And then Mr. Watson told you you'd been assaulted.
Not straight away. Would have been maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes later, then he called the office.
Tracy, why didn't you tell us this before?
I didn't think of it. But he definitely had his breakfast in between.
Well, how do you know that?
Well, because when I was showing the other man where the room was, his tray hadn't been touched.
So?
Well, when I went back for the late trays, his was eaten. Well, except for the toast, but that would have
So
been
he cold ate
anyway.
breakfast after Barry left and before he called you and told you he needed an ambulance.
Well, yeah, unless someone else ate it.
You take anything with him when he left?
I didn't say.
Hey, Joe. We're expected to believe this guy was assaulted with a suede brush?
You tell lies. But today, I want you to tell these people that you were behind the plan to get my children off me and that you set me up to make me look bad. Huh? Okay. Let me make it easier for you, Don. Why don't you tell everybody here what a God-fearing, good, honest citizen you are and what a low-down, thieving criminal I am? Or, if I got that the wrong way around, what do you think, Judge?
I think this is not the way to get what you want.
Well, what is the way to get what I want? Maybe you could laugh at me again because I don't know the rules of your court.
This isn't the way to do it, mate.
We'll see about that.
I thought what you wanted was to be with your kids.
Mate, I'm going to be with my kids. Don't you worry about that.
If you keep this up, mate, the only way you are ever going to see your kids again is through the grill in a visitor's cubicle.
Hey, I'm never going to be separated from my kids ever again.
Barry, listen, mate, I know how you feel. Things don't always work out the way that we want them to. Do you reckon your kids want you to do this for them?
I'm not going to go to jail.
Your kids, they want a father that they can play with.
Mate, they've got a father, a bloody good father, but that counts for nothing.
I'm sure you're a good father, mate, and it counts for a hell of a lot, and they want you to be their father. They want you to go on being their father, and you can, but you can't do it like this, okay? Corey and Leanna, they're not going to thank you for making things a hell of a lot worse.
I want to be heard, all right?
But you're wasting a hell of a lot of time, mate.
I've got eternity, mate, eternity.
No, you don't. The Soggies, they're going to be on their way. Do you know who they are?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
They'll be here real soon, and they don't muck around.
Mate, you think I'm mucking around? I am not going to walk away today, not today.
All I'm saying, mate, is you are never going to win your kids back if you keep all of these people hostage. You can't.
What's happening?
Nothing moving. What about you?
Well, it looks like Barry was set up.
It's possible Watson deliberately injured himself.
Well, that gives us something to work with at least. Barry, Senior Sergeant Croydon again. Can we talk?
We've been looking into your claims about the assault and have evidence that you may be lying.
Come on, Barry. We need to talk so that we can negotiate this. What the hell's happening in there?
Here we go.
Bring him across.
everybody.
What's happening in there?
Well, he rounded us up and then he's going to the anteroom.
Did he say anything?
Yes, he said we had to stay there for exactly 1 minute before we went out the front, otherwise he'd blow the place up.
Where is he now?
I don't know, he wasn't with us.
Jack and Ben aren't with them, boss.
That young, dark-haired constable is hurt.
You get off the road.
Shouldn't we wait for the soggies?
Made my decision and I'll take responsibility for it, sir. We're going in. You go around the back, PJ, and I'll take the front. Parish, make sure none of those people leave.
Tess! It's Jack.
Got Jack here, boss. You okay?
He's got Ben. Yeah, Ben talked him into it. He just kept going on to Barry about how he'd never see his kids again now that he'd taken all these hostages.
So he took Ben instead?
Yeah, he offered himself up as insurance.
Did he say what they might be doing, where they might be going?
Well, they're going to go find the kids.
Where are they?
He wouldn't say.
All right, you better go over to the hospital and get that looked at.
Yeah.
No, boss, I'm fine. Really.
I put out a general broadcast on Lance's vehicle and I've asked Airwing to join in the search.
You don't suppose Lancer could be putting us on that these explosives might be fake?
No, they look real enough to me,
You're
boss.
under a fair bit of stress at the time, Jack, eh?
Might be worth finding out whether Lancer has a blasting license.
Yeah, do it. And check with mines, construction companies, see if anybody's missing any high explosives.
Gotcha.
So where would he put his kids?
Ask her.
Miss Watson, Jack, PJ's office.
Sure. Straight through here, please.
No, not you, Mr. Watson. They will talk you through here, thanks.
Why?
We want to talk to you, Edmund. Thank you.
Look, what's all this about?
False report.
False report? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, that assault this morning, sir. It was a load of rubbish, wasn't it? I don't have to take this. Sit down. Sit down. And we think it may have some bearing on what happened at the courthouse today.
What's that got to do with me?
We found this at your motel.
He wants those kids, Mr. Watson, so if you know anything at all...
Those kids could be in serious danger.
Oh, bloody hell, you don't think he'd actually strapped explosives to himself? What do you think? I was only trying to help my daughter get her children back.
So you were not assaulted at the motel as you reported?
No.
Please, you've got to find my...
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
Do you have any idea where they might be?
No.
They're at the motel this morning, right? Well, now, is there somewhere or someone he might have left them
I
with?
don't know. See, I've barely seen him over the last few months. I don't know what he does
Come on,
with them.
Gail, think. Think for us, all right?
Well, please, you've got to find them.
Boss, I can't get anything out of her. She's been out of touch with him for too long.
I'm trying Wally Ogden.
Do you know where Lancer's put his kids?
Well, they used to get on fairly well before all this
I've
happened.
just heard on the radio there's a siege.
It's over.
Really? Is everyone all right?
No, not quite. He's taken Ben.
You're joking. What am I going to tell Emma?
Best not to tell her anything for the time being.
No, I suppose so. Have you spoken to Rachel?
I've already called her. She's on her way in.
Okay, I better get back to Anne.
Yeah,
I've got Airwing.
He's not home,
Got a message to come in.
Yeah, why don't you come on through? I'll be with you in a minute. Mount Thomas 900 to Air 491. We need you to conduct a search of that area given to you by D24. Do you have a description of the vehicle?
It's Ben, isn't it? A hostage?
Yes. Well, Ben has developed some sort of rapport with this bloke, so...
Oh, this is all my fault. I mean, if I hadn't set this whole thing in motion, he wouldn't have been at the courthouse. It would never have happened.
There's no point even thinking like that. I just thought you should know the situation, that's all.
I'm going to have to tell the kids.
Well, of course, that's up to you.
Oh, Ben.
Ben talked Barry into taking him and releasing the other hostages.
Always the hero.
He's a good man. Very decent man.
Where's Emma?
She's in the watch house with Chris. I'll take you through if you like.
Thank you.
I thought that was a siege. It is! Snap!
Emma, sweetie, hello, darling.
What's going on, Mum?
Nothing, it's all right, sweetie. Daddy's just got himself in a bit of trouble, that's all.
Well, we're going to help him out, don't you worry.
Is there anything I can do?
Yes, could you ring Frank at the motel? At
Yeah.
the Golden
Poplars, yeah.
Could you ask him to bring Maddie and Josh here?
Will do.
Thanks.
Sorry, I'd better get back.
Okay. Thanks, Tom.
Right, thanks for that. Ready for a bit more good news, boss? Barry Lancer does hold a blasting licence, had it since '98.
Great.
He did some work at the Sir Nigel Penhope mine a few months ago. That's probably where he got the stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, he's been charged for making a false report about an assault this morning.
You didn't tell him.
They already knew.
So I just told you it was a bad idea. Now that psycho's got my kid.
I didn't think he'd react like
Don't
this.
come near me, Dad. Keep
I
away.
think you'd better go, Mr. Watson.
Thanks for that. Right, that was Ogden. He reckons there was some woman Lance was on with. Didn't get a description, but she works as a barmaid.
Well, Chris might know who she is. She's in next door.
She had pink streaks in her hair.
Now, there was a girl who came in a few months ago, but her hair was green.
Green.
Yeah, I sent her down to the commercial, thought she was more their speed.
Do you remember her name at all?
It was one of those names that was the blokes as well, like Peter or Terry, something like that.
Thanks, Chrissy. That's a helping me.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Rachel.
Everything all right?
Will you phone my dad?
You bet I will.
Tony Page, we've got a home address.
Hang on, I'm coming with you. Lancer could be there. We'll take 2 cars. Parrish, you hold the fort.
Police, don't move.
Police, don't move.
Clear.
This one's clear.
You all right, buddy? It's all clear out the back.
Got you.
Excellent. You all right?
Yep. We're burying the kids.
Barry's gone. He's taking the kids in their combi.
No idea where he might be intending to go.
No.
He didn't say anything.
No, not about what his plans were.
What about his state of mind?
He's absolutely out of his tree. It's really hard to reach him.
You got through to him before.
Yeah, by talking about his kids, it's the only thing that he responds to.
Do you think he might harm them?
If he feels cornered, yeah, I do. He could well decide to take them out with him.
Wouldn't be the first.
No.
Time-honoured tradition amongst dispossessed fathers. Is Emma okay?
They're all waiting for him.
Dad!
G'day.
Dad, we were really worried. We thought you might be killed.
No, me, I'm fine. Look at me. I'm just worried that you're all okay.
Was it scary being kidnapped?
I'll tell you about that some other time. Right now...
Will you ever game of cricket, Dad?
A bit later, Josh.
Why?
Because I've got to get back to work.
Oh, do you?
Josh, come on, mate, I'll bolt you. Listen, well, I promise we'll have a game a bit later on, okay? I've got to find this guy. ASAP.
Ben, the kids have just been through a really hard time.
Yeah, I know that.
Well, they need you.
Rachel, this guy could do anything. He's got 2 kids with him. I've got a responsibility.
Well, surely the police force have other members.
Rachel, don't do this to me. Not now.
It's always the same with you. Always the same.
Look, you're here. They've got you.
Well, it's lucky they do, isn't it?
Right, we interviewed Tony Page. Just thought she was looking after the kids while he went to court.
But she is his girlfriend.
Yeah.
So she knows him well.
Not very well. I mean, she was really distressed when Lancer turned up with Ben as a hostage. She tried to talk him out of it.
Does she have any idea where the kids are now? What about his friends?
Got a couple of names. Gordon Jess lives in St David's, and Ken someone is a truckie.
Right, let's do a ring round of the local trucking companies.
I'll take my capities.
Who else is there?
Tully's.
Atlas.
Yeah, I'll just check in the book for any others.
What are you doing?
I'm reporting back for duty.
You're on leave.
It's okay. Rachel's looking after the kids.
And you're happy with that arrangement under the circumstances? Look, you don't have to do this. You're not on duty.
If it was my kids out there, I would want everyone on duty.
But they're not. Listen, I was the one who insisted you take leave, and I had very good reason.
I know that, but I've had a bit of a wake-up call.
You sure I can rely on you to act professionally?
Of course.
All right, then, if that's what you want.
All right, thank you. No Ken there either. I mean, you think with a common name like Ken, they'd be all over
I know exactly what Barry's going through. If he can't have his kids, then nobody can, especially not their mother.
Now that I cannot understand. Yeah, hello, I'm Senior Detective Hasher from Mount Thomas Police.
I think blokes like that just try to convince themselves they're doing the right thing by their kids.
Trying to contact the bloke by the name of Ken. I'm sorry, we don't have a surname, but we think he might be working at that office. Is that true? It's not true. Okay.
Because, PJ, they think that that's what love is.
Ben, enough with this, okay? Enough. The bloke is nuts.
He's a father who loves his children.
Kidnapping your children is not love.
What else can he do? Think about it. From his point of view, every path is blocked. This is the only power that he's got left.
What if he's going to blow his kids up?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's actually going to do that.
Sure, whatever.
found our guy. Ken Moran. He's interstate right now, but I'll organise a search warrant for his
And
place.
we've got an address.
Widgery lives alone.
Well, the house would be empty then. Lance might know that. He could have taken the kids there.
Hang on, he won't be going to a strange house. He will take the kids somewhere where they feel comfortable, but where we won't find
Right,
him.
let's check out the house now. Come on, let's move, people.
Go, Watson's still here?
Interview room.
Another talk with her.
Let's concentrate on the lead that we've got, eh?
He won't be there.
Well, you can't be certain of that.
Well, you can't be certain that he's going to be at this house. Look, I have spoken with this guy. He is doing what he thinks is best for his kids.
Hang on. An unstable man with explosives has 2 small children. We have to take any possible lead seriously.
We just can't take the risk that you may be wrong.
Let's go, Ben. Anything?
Nothing.
No signs of kids?
No, it's a spectacular waste of time, Sergeant.
That doesn't mean he wasn't there before.
That's right. Let's check out with the neighbours, see if anyone's seen a combi. Mount Thomas 358 to Mount Thomas 900.
Nothing here, boss.
Nothing.
That's right.
PJ and Ben are heading back to the station. I'll get Jack to check out with the neighbours.
What does Stuart think?
We're wasting our time, boss.
He's still angling for the somewhere the kids feel comfortable theory.
He reckons a state forest.
OK, I'll notify Air Wing to concentrate their search in that area. Mind you, it'll take a long time to cover the whole forest.
Have we got anything else at all to go on?
Only the combi.
Do we know how much petrol was in that?
Not much, according to Tony Page.
So he might have to fill up.
That's possible, yeah.
All right, let's follow up Stuart's hunch. It's all we've got to go on at the moment. If he's headed for the state forest, he's probably going to go through Tallockburn.
Great, we'll head up that way now.
We'll phone the roadhouse up there and let them know.
OK, let us know how you go.
That's the one. Thank you very much. Yeah, you've been most helpful. Thanks. Bye. We don't forget a combi like that. It filled up at Tullochburn Roadhouse about half an hour ago, headed towards Mearsbridge.
Right, that does take him into the state forest, so where do you think he's going to go?
Well, he won't be staying out on the main road, that's for sure. He'll probably head down the first logging track that he comes to.
So if he's starting there, it could be this one, or this one here.
Well, let's just start with the first one first and work our way down the lot if we have to.
Mount Thomas 358 to Mount Thomas 900.
Found the combi. There doesn't seem to be any sign of anyone.
There's a hose taped to the exhaust. Checking it out now.
Receive that, 358.
Come on, what is taking so long?
Jack?
Mount Thomas 358 to Mount Thomas 900.
900 receiving.
No one in it.
Received that. Well, any idea where Lance might have taken the children?
Look, the engine is still warm. They couldn't have got far, especially if they're on foot and he's with the kids.
What about the explosives? Any sign of them?
Negative.
So that means he's probably still got them on him. OK, go carefully. Stay on foot. I'll send the others out there immediately.
Great. We need all the help we can get.
Boss, I reckon it might be more you staying back here and talking with Gail.
You heard what Tess said. She needs all hands out there.
Gail and Barry have been together for, what, 5 years? I've got to believe that she would have some idea where he'd taken them.
Ben has got a point if it gets there more quickly.
She hasn't been much use to us so far.
I can get through to her. If she knows something, I will find
all
it
right,
out.
Ben, all right. It's worth a try, I suppose. I mean, Lance has tried to kill these kids once. He could try again.
It's all right.
You found them?
No, not exactly, but we found the combi that they were in.
What about Corey and Leanna?
Now, Gail, I'm going to have to get you to think really hard, OK? Now, we found the combi abandoned in a fire trail in the Widgery State Forest. Is that a place that you ever went to at all, for walks or picnics or anything? Gail, the Widgery State Forest. Gail, here, look at me. I need your help. I want to find these kids, OK? We want to help you out. But I'm going to need your help. The Widgery State Forest. Did you ever go there?
I think, yeah, we did.
Good. OK, just stay with me, OK?
Did you go anywhere in particular?
There was... But Barry was always, going off on tracks trying to find bottles and other junk.
Okay. Do you remember where?
It was off a track. There was an old caravan there.
Okay.
To the left, I think, and it was pretty soon after you got into the forest, I think.
Okay.
But the track didn't go all the way. You had to walk for a while after you left the car.
Okay. Which direction did you have to walk from the track?
I don't know.
Did you have to go uphill or downhill?
Yeah, downhill.
Great.
But I might be wrong.
How far from the track did you have to walk?
10 minutes.
That's terrific. That's a great help.
Got that? We're heading that way now.
Received that. Tess, do not approach him. We don't know what he might try. Just find the caravan and report back.
Received, boss.
Where are you going?
Out to the scene. I've got to be there. I want to see this through.
Ben, Tess has got the situation under control.
It will be under control when those kids are safe.
Ben...
Boss, I understand him. I got him out of the courthouse, didn't I?
And you could very well have got yourself killed. All right, go on, get going.
Maybe we should try a different direction.
Hey. We've got to get them out of there.
We've got to cordon and contain the area.
She's
That's
right,
all.
mate. Softly, softly. You saw the combi van?
No, okay? I'm heading up the track a bit to give the boss a separate.
OK, under no circumstances let him know you're there. Wait until the soggies arrive. And Stuart's on his way out there as well.
What's going on?
Mount Thomas 900 out. I was just coming in to see you.
What's he doing? Are they okay?
We found them. They are in the caravan, but we're not doing anything further at this stage except just keep watch.
You've got to get him out of there.
Yeah, that's what we're planning to do, believe me, but we have to go very carefully, otherwise who knows?
Otherwise he'll kill my children.
It won't come to that.
I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out there.
I don't think that's a legal
No,
way.
I need to talk to him.
That'll only inflame the
No,
situation.
you can't stop me. I'm going.
Gail,
I'm going.
Gail, this is the worst thing you can possibly do. Not only will you endanger your children's lives, but also my members as well.
Let me go!
Gail, you are not going out.
I'm not just going to sit here patiently while that maniac kills my children.
Then you should have thought of that before.
Let go!
Your children were perfectly safe with Barry until you and your father started lying and pushed him over the edge. If anything does happen to those kids, it'll be your fault as much as anybody else's.
Oh, God.
Okay, come on. Come back and sit down.
Any movement? No.
Okay. We're going to have to get around the front of the caravan, right? Jack?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Quietly.
Jack, for God's sake, do not let him see you. He won't.
Remember, you're only looking, yeah?
Right.
Play safe, Jack, all right?
Just gonna go for a whoa, watch it there, big guy. Just gonna go to the road over here in the bushes. See? Stay close to the caravan, kids, hey? Don't drink that water.
Brad!
over, mate. Come on. It's all over.
Just stay back!
Just give me a minute. Barry, I know what you're going through, mate. I know why you did what you did. Hey, I'm a father too. God, I love my kids.
I've lost.
Lost them? No, you haven't. They will always be your kids. Okay? If it's going to be hard, there's a way we can work it all out.
This isn't going to get worked out.
Yes, it is. Come on, mate. Do it for Corey and Leanna. They've been through more than enough. Yeah. It's good. Okay, now what I want you to do, take the explosives off, slowly. Put them on the ground and walk away. Come over to me. Barry. Barry, look at me. Barry. Don't do this, mate. Barry. Let's go! Barry!
See Constable Ben. There he is. I'm gonna grab a seat up here, guys. There you go. The doctor says they're okay, physically.
Great. Have you told him you're Barry?
No, not yet. Well, she wanted him to be calm for the examination.
Can we see Dad?
I'll do it if you want. You okay, Corey? You know? Okay. You know that big noise that we heard from the caravan today? Well, there was an accident. Big explosion.
Is my dad dead?
Yes, he is, mate.
Why do you do it?
I don't know, Leanna. That's a hard one. And maybe we're never really going to know the answer to that. Your father, he was very sad.
He was crying when we were in the combi. There was this funny smell. It made me cough. Daddy had to let me out. And I was sick everywhere. Then he cried.
Oh, sweet.
Why did he die, though? It's not fair.
No, it's not fair. It's not at all. It's a terrible, terrible thing that's happened. But let me tell you something. And I know this for sure. Your daddy, he loved you both very, very much. Okay. Here she is.
Come on, sweetie. Oh. Leanna?
Oh, yeah, it's okay.
I love my daddy.
I know you do, sweetheart, but your mum needs to see you.
Come on, sweetie. Oh, sweetie.
It's a pretty dangerous stunt out there, Constable. I don't remember okaying that kind of approach.
I know.
They could still be collecting scraps of you in a body bag, mate.
I didn't have time to ask for permission, did I?
We don't need dead heroes, Jack.
You'd better sit in on this too.
So much for initiative.
I understand that what you did was extremely dangerous.
I can explain it.
And well beyond the call of duty.
Anyone else in my position would have done exactly the same thing.
Perhaps. Anyway, I've had to pass on my report to the inspector. And he wants me to pass on his personal congratulations to you for an act of considerable bravery.
Well done. What about not following instructions?
Instructions are one thing, Jake, but the way you used your initiative, that was highly commendable. That's what I put in my report.
He was actually going to do it, you know. He'd already turned the ignition on.
What do you reckon stopped him?
It was Leanna, his daughter. The exhaust fumes made her sick. And that one simple moment turning around. Oh, it's awful. Poor sad bastard. Well, that's when he realised that he had to look after his kids at all costs. Even at the end.
What are you saying? He was better off dead.
That's never an option. Well, that's what he did.
But it's a hell of a legacy to leave your children, Ben.
Yeah, at least he gave them a second chance.
What, deciding not to kill your kids is a second chance? No.
And yours.
Thanks.
I needed to see you because, I think the kids should go with you and Frank.
You sure about that?
Well, I'm going to hate it, but under the circumstances, I don't think that there are any realistic alternatives.
But you're so dead set against it. What's changed?
I don't want to be eaten up with resentment about all of this. I've seen where that can lead.
That man was crazy.
Barry Lancer loved his kids. Look, I know that we can't magically make everything the way that we would like it to be. So I suppose we're just going to have to make the most of the situation that we've landed ourselves in.
By which you mean?
It's a mess. But at least we can stop it from being an absolute mess.
You can still see them.
We'll send them over to you during the holidays.
And you can come over, you know, whenever you want.
It's the distance. They will be so far away.
It's 5 hours by plane. And if we take on Maddie's school fees...
No.
Ben, let him.
Like I've always offered to. It's no big deal, Ben.
It is for me, Frank.
I'd free you up to see them more often.
They love you, you know.
Oh, I know that.
You'll always be their dad.
I miss you, Dad.
Yeah, me too, but I'll see you soon.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye, beautiful. I love you very much.
Dad, you can stay in my room.
Yeah, it's a good idea, mate. Now, you take care of your sisters, eh? Bye-bye. Seatbelts. Thanks for this. Rachel and I'll take care of them. Please. I know you will.
Bye, Ben. Thanks. I know how hard this...
Rachel, I think you should just leave, hey? Before I change my mind.